baby.
I would like to introduce
Dylan King as Keeneos.
Yeah.
Brad O'Neill as Showy.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to the Pub Feed, episode 22.
Keeno, how are you, mate?
Yes, I'm great, show, and I would like to know how you're going.
Mate, I'm swell. The day's always better when you're in it, which is every day. So it's great to be back here. A lot of things to talk about this week. A lot of things happening in the weekly recap. Chockers and a few little cheeky topics that we'll get a hold of. And obviously we know how we like to start the show, Keeno. You beat me every week at this very stunning sound effect.
Mate, we'll crack a can, we'll jump straight into it, but you're right, we definitely do have some hard-hitting topics this week. With no surprise, everyone knows that Blodge Keeno has got a cheeky green demon ready to crack, so I'm just going to go ahead, mate, and just bloody quickly take the top off.
The floor is yours.
Oh, I do miss that.
Wow.
I miss that.
Wow.
It's not just
Can't do
cracking
this.
the can, it's just, oh, fuck. Just take your time, just, you know.
Oh!
Yeah. That was actually had a little bit of a at the end.
Every
of it.
time I think I've done a good one, I go to the edit and I get creamed. But,
No, that one had a good little pop at the back then because it cracked nicely and it was, you know, not too bad. And at the end, it just, and I was, you sailed it home.
thank you, mate. I appreciate the support.
Brad, welcome to episode 22, and everyone listening, welcome to the Pub Feed podcast. If this is your first time or you're a recurring customer, number one, we thank you. Number two, we love you. Number three, please go ahead and check out our socials, which is linktree.com/the pub feed. You'll find all your social needs right there. And Showy, on these social needs, what do we supply?
Oh, mate. So, obviously, we have
pitch.
many listeners, a growing community as we like to look
feeders.
through the analytics. Yes, we love the feeders. So, about 88% of people are through the Spotify, but we do have Google Music, Apple Music. We have the visual. If you want to watch the whole episode, you can watch it on the YouTube Central Station. Yes, I've got a bit stuck there. We've got the Instagram to follow through the link tree. We've got the TikTok that we're trying to ever put some more stuff on there, cut this up for you you impatient pricks. And that's about it, Keeno. So linktree.com/the pub feed, as he said. Go check it out.
Please. Mate, there is some really important stuff we need to talk about this week. And number one, we cannot not talk about this any longer. And it is one of the biggest announcements we've made in podcast history. And I am talking about the meat tray. Now,
The fucking meat tray.
the meat tray has taken the world by storm, and we were looking for a bit of a ripple in the water. I mean, we just, Showy came up with it on the spot, and we just ran with it, and it has gone global. It is electrifying. The DMs are literally, we're starting to put on PAs. Because we just can't sift through the sheer volume of inboxes going, how do I win this bloody meat tray?
How do I win the meat, boys?
What are the logistics? What meat am I getting? And to be honest with you, it's kind of none of your beeswax.
Yeah, look, there's been some discussion with Keeno and myself. Main reason being if someone wins it in another state, or someone, it's hard to
The logistics
because,
are tricky.
So we're thinking more along the redeemable voucher route at the moment for your meat tray. I think that's the way we're going to do it.
Or what we'll do is, buddy, we're going to buy plane tickets, fly to your state, pick up, go to your local butcher, and we'll come to your
door
front
knocking.
door. Yeah. But no, so we are going to do that. The details are going to be coming out very shortly, but we're just putting it out there so that everyone gets an idea of it, that, word spreads, and then we'll jump into a hard-hitting topic. So the meat tray is happening. It is a real thing. We love that you guys are so keen about it, and you know who you are if you've reached out to me personally. So keep your eyes and ears open, especially ears, and we will be dropping the meat tray segment shortly.
Yes, brilliantly said, Keto, as always. I'm thinking along the lines that we'll put everyone in a spreadsheet, and I don't know if I'll go live or we'll do it through the Instagram, but we'll go through the random name generator.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people do it that way. And then it'll spit a very, very lucky name out. Hopefully it's mine.
Yeah, we are also in the draw.
The pub feed page a million times and open my own inboxes and let myself know that I'll be putting myself in.
Oh, gee. So, Brad, that's business out of the way. Can you? What? I know there is some bit of exciting news on your side of the fence, mate. So, the floor is yours. Let us know what's going on in the world of the show.
Massive sporting news this week, but unfortunately, buddy, there has been something bigger than footy this week. Sorry, my man. There's been something bigger than footy, and that is, in fact, drum roll, please. After 9 long months, I can happily announce that Logan Bradley Hart has been born, and Brad is an uncle.
Congratulations.
So, oh, thank you, mate. Mother and baby are doing well. Met the little tacker last week.
Jeez.
Just got blind with the little fella.
He smashed his first beer like it was nothing.
Yeah, it's very exciting times. Mums just won't hand the thing over. Obviously, a lot of parental tips being flown around and rejected at times. Dad, the big fella, he's what would I say? I don't think he's emotionally ready. He's
not
he's
used
proud
to
as punch, but not too touchy-feely, man. So he's happy to just,
being
put
amongst
his little index finger in the hand and go, that's bloody great. But he's not keen on going the cradle grab or anything at this stage.
Yeah, he's got 5 fingers, no web toes. Yep, good on you. Well done.
Yep. He's absolutely fascinated by the thing. And, so that was big news on my end, mate. And
that is mega. Having being the uncle, and we all know here that you're not just going to poll as an uncle. That's off the radar. That's just not going to happen.
Yep.
You are by far going to slide in as a funkle, and you're going to take the world by storm with young Logs. And, because we were bouncing around just already planning out his future, how, he's obviously going to be a TIG. You've already laid that out. You've already got the jersey. He's already on the train. It's just great to see you get so fired up over little human, and couldn't be more proud, mate. It's just great to see. It's bloody great to see, mate. And just proud of the O'Neills and the Hearts.
It's a bit of a honour to share the middle name as well, which is nice.
That is, yes.
Named after a future Hall of Famer in the family tree, so that's good. We did throw a few nicknames around, so I've got LBH, obviously.
Yeah, that's strong. Yep.
Logs obviously went to Gold Logie, so I called him Goldie. That didn't sit too well at the dinner table.
I spat out Logs before by accident. It just happened. So I don't know if
Logs
that's
is
good. Yeah, Logs is just one of those ones. You did say too, because the last name's Hart, he's going to get Hardy easily. That's going to be
his brothers get Hardy as well.
Yeah.
But yes, very interesting developments, mate. But there is some interesting developments on, as you like to say, on your side of the fence, Keno. Would you like to tell us what we're cooking up this coming few weeks?
Jeez, well, we all know that Keno's getting hitched. It's all happening, coming officially off the market. So please stop messaging me.
Please stop. Please stop messaging me, boys.
With that woman.
Yeah, and we've been talking about the Bucks show, and it's been pretty exciting because thinking about a Bucks, it's one of those things where if your mates are either going to try and kill you on your Bucks, or they're trying to give you the best night of your life. And some of them are a mix of the two, but usually it goes more, they're trying to kill you. So it's kind of a really roller coaster process, because I'm thinking, getting excited about it, and also thinking, fuck, I am going to be put on a fucking spit here. And my chances of surviving are minimal. But we've been cooking that up, haven't we, Shay? We've been throwing things around, and I was almost thinking like we're putting it on here because obviously I've got a lot of the boys that listen to this and stuff. So, and if you know who you are, if you're a mate of mine and stuff, you're 99.9% chance you're going to be ended up come to the Bucks. So I'd love for you to yell out, give us some ideas. 'Cause, you know, some of the boys have been there.
Yeah,
So yell
send
out,
us a
give us some
message on
ideas.
the sly to Corey or myself because we do, in fact, have the keys to the city. And all I said to Keno to start with, I said, first of all, is there anything I'm not allowed to do first? Just thought I'd build some suspense.
Some boundaries.
Yes. The 50-50 best night of your life and almost kill you is spot on.
Yes.
You know, you are a intriguing man and a man of mystery, and I wouldn't have your Bucks any different to that. So there's going to be some things you may expect, and there's things that you may not expect.
Just strap in and
So
buddy.
yeah, whether or not I can get the
skydiving.
llama on time for the night, we'll see.
I wonder how quickly they sell out of peanut butter and sightseeing dogs.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get the adult-sized hamster wheel. The logistics are getting a bit hard at the moment.
But I hope it's not a cold night because that collar with the spikes on it, just the only thing I'll be wearing. That'll be hard.
Oh, fucking hell. So, yeah, that's going to be exciting. So, October, you told us, mate, is the plan to wed?
Oct 2022, that's what we're aiming for. So, Bucks will obviously slide in fraction before that, if possible, so that I have some time to dig myself up out of the 6-foot grave that you boys put me in. We should be right. But, shall we? So, that's going to be a wagon full of blokes heading out to wherever we're going. I also want to talk about a different type of wagon.
Yes, mate.
You briefly ran past it before. A certain somebody in the AFL league, the AFL, bagged 1,000 goals.
Yes. What a champion of the game, Big Budwa.
Well done. Well, good,
thousandth.
good on you, buddy. Good, buddy. We're talking about Buddy Franklin, obviously, from the Swans. Good on you, mate.
Yeah, that's really, what's the word I'm looking for? It really sparked some previous interest from many people, I thought, in the AFL world.
Well, Sydney obviously being the Sydney Swans. So, I mean, I dare say a lot of our mates aren't going to necessarily be Swanny guys.
No.
But, geez, I found out a few of them. come the 1,000 goals, there was a few blokes I had no idea that were back in the old fella. They were Swans through and through on that day, which is great to see. We're great to see. But I do class that as a bandwagoner. If I had no idea that was your role, and then I found out after a milestone, I'm going to say it.
Yeah,
You're on the wagon.
There were some people that get away with the old celebrating a grade of the game. Respect from any team. But
That's us.
there's some I'm like, he's kicked 1,000 and you've seen 3. Because you tuned in after half time and he only had 1 till half time. Yeah, mate, how was the swamping of the crowd?
Mate, that was fun. So actually, yeah, that was nuts, wasn't it? I watched that, and then I actually watched it again, and so there was more like on ground footage, and basically what was happening was like before, when he was trotting to go boot the bastard through the posts, there was actually already people on the field running towards him. So the ball didn't even leave his hands as he dropped it onto his foot, and there's a photo of it too. There's a fucking like mob of blokes behind him. Like he must have been so channeled because if you heard or had any idea that there's fucking 1,000 blokes behind you charging at you as you're about to kick your fucking, because if he flunked that or shagged it, like it just would have been, you know. But the fact that
he was like, turn around, boys.
Yeah, and he's got 1,000 people behind him. But it was nuts to see. I was like, geez, I can't believe how many people before he even bagged it. Like, that was just what. Yeah, it was good scenes, and he loved it too, which is great to see because, you know,
he actually enjoyed it.
This day and age, I was half expecting like, get away from me, fuck off, give me some space.
Yeah.
But he loved it. And it was great to see. So, no, good on you, buddy. I'm stoked for him. I've never like loved the Swans, but you know, that's like you said, mate. 1,000 goals. That's That's a pretty good effort. I mean, I did it in junior football, but on a
AFL Live 04.
on a professional level, that's a pretty good gig, pretty good effort.
Yeah, it was. I was looking at it going, fuck, how good would that be to be there? But also, I was thinking, wait a second, 12 weeks ago, the government's going, limits, you can't go to a pub with anyone, blah, blah, blah. And now you've got 100,000 people. 10,000 probably went on the field.
Yeah, easily.
There's probably 20,000 at the game, maybe 30 for a Sydney game. And I'm going, look at the fucking mayhem unfolding. And you told me I couldn't be on a dance floor for all that time. And now it's like, the integrity of the game's Gonski for protecting the players.
Yeah.
A $6,000 fine or $15,000 fine.
Yeah, how are they going to dish that
for
up?
running on? Best of luck to you. They had 3 guards fucking there. It was like, can we be consistent?
I would love to see, because you know how with the whole, like what you said with the whole COVID thing, like when people were going to the protests and things like that illegally, you know, there was coppers, you saw those videos on Facebook, there was coppers rocking up to people's houses in the middle of the night and stuff going, oh, were you at this protest, buddy? You know, you're coming with us and all that kind of shit. And they were doing it through videos and things like that. I wonder if, like with all those people that, like, yeah, look at me and buddy, yeah, buddy, all that selfie shit, that post on Facebook, Instagram, if the coppers are going, yep, okay, yep, yep, okay. And then in a couple
from Sydney Harbour, college fight.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks' time, we go boom, boom, boom. Yeah, mate. Will you happen to be at the Sydney game? Yeah, bang. I'll be very interested to see if that happens.
But otherwise, letting the rules go for such a great occasion, fucking love to see it. So well done, Big Budwar. We love that. Great for footy. And may never happen again with the goal rate that happens now in terms of power forwards.
Just rosters in general, mate. There's fucking not many blokes that are bloody hanging around for as long as Buddy has. How many years has he played football? Do you know?
16, I think it was.
16 years is even that in itself can. Oh, jeez, mate. My junior, my bloody, would you even call it junior? And my football career was short-lived due to injuries and bloody all the rest of it. And, you know, I was a sniff away from the big league. And
that's such a dad thing to say.
And yeah, you know, that was, I don't know.
Just cut out with injury, mate.
Yeah, just buddy, the body let me down. But essentially, you know, 16 years, that's just mega. That's how long did you play for and how many did you snag? Because you were, I'm going to say, you were a bit of a footloose in football, mate. And you don't run around with the title Showtime for no reason. We all know you on a big oval full of grass is a dangerous comeback.
I did kick 8 straight with a broken hand, but I don't want to go into it too much. I played for, 18 years, maybe? 17?
Yep. Yeah, sounds
so his professional career has been my entire Oz kick all the way.
Yeah, legit.
That's insane. Insane numbers. And you're realising the body change from 21 to 25, and most of these guys are getting in their prime at 25 to 28. Yep. I'm like, how? I'm 28 now, and what? Dusty won his Brownlow at 26, 27?
Fuck.
My body's been broken for 4 years.
Dad always does say to me, though, he always comes up to me, he goes, it doesn't matter, mate. Like, it's not too late. It's not too late. Like, you know, such and such bloody jumped back onto the oval when they were 24, or such and such came in on 26 once after he fixed his hammy, and then he bloody did this and did that. It's not too late. It's not too late. Well, yeah, I don't know, but I have broken like 7 bones through football. And without football, I've been clean record. I've been clean slate. So...
It's the conditioning differential of coming back than it is actually leaving. Like, these boys have been running like 330Ks since they were 14.
Yeah, exactly.
So once you have a layoff, like even I'm noticing now, I've had so many niggles and shit because I'm running so much now because I'm not conditioned.
Yeah. 100%.
It's driving me insane, Kano. But I want to ask you something.
Here we go. No. Be careful what you say here, mate.
You told me that you were returning to a certain... No.
Oh.
No. You aren't returning. I want to know if this is still a thing. I actually haven't asked you this off air. You're making a sporting return this year.
Oh,
but it's not a return. It's a debut.
It's a
Can we
prolonged...
confirm or
jeez.
deny or take it live to the pod that this is happening, or have you moved?
If I say this on the pod, it becomes...
You have to do it.
It becomes word.
Which is why I actually want an update on the situation. Have you decided, because it was a solid month there where we're sort of discussing the nutrition to get back to what you are.
Pulling out bloody
workload.
fitness programs from fucking 2014.
So you don't have to say what it was, but you can speak in code and say, no, not now. But is there anything you want to tell us? Are you going through with what you said? Because if you are, I think it's a great thing to put out there. And it will keep you honest.
Yes, no, you're doing the right thing by me, because we actually, so even going back before this topic, late last year, we sat down and I said, Show, when I go for a jog, I can feel other parts of my body move around that shouldn't. You know, back when you're running around with tight shoes and long socks, you run. You're one unit. When you're my age, you've bloody got a kid running around, you drink one too many beers and, you know, you let yourself go a fraction, still bloody looking amazing.
Oh, yeah. With a face like that, it's very hard to have it all not line up.
Oh, stop. Yeah, it's I said to you, I need to pick up a sport, because for that, again, there's a bit more to this, but Shoei and I have had a record of history for injuries, and one of the big ones is the scaphoid, which is in the wrist. It's a bloody, it's a pretty serious fucking thing, whatever.
Never the same.
Yeah,
Never
it's
the same.
like we're literally going to have arthritis in about 2 years. That's what we're aiming for.
It's a shocker. For those who don't know what it is, sorry to cut you off quickly, mate, but it's a bone that's in between where your thumb and your index finger meet. It's like a little jigsaw piece. And it's the only bone that has a vein through it. So if you break it, you can actually lose your thumb if the vein. So did kick 8 with it, but
just to relive that. It happened.
Yeah, I notice now the thing that hurts the most, like opening a salsa jar or the twist action, and sometimes the gym, the dumbbells, if they get in the wrong spot.
The twist action, geez, you'll be in pain nearly every second night.
Every second hour, and no, I don't twist anymore. I tend to just go up and down.
The left-hand stranger.
Yeah, that's just how I like to brush my teeth now. That's all right. It's just, mate, you got to keep them white.
You got to, just 3 seconds every fucking teeth, mate. You can twist it, but up and down always does it.
Exactly right.
Back on track. So, yeah, it's a pretty crucial thing to bust up. And I did mine footy. Joey did his footy. He bagged 8. I think I did 12, 13, something like that.
Conceded. No, you conceded 8 on me.
Mine was even worse. I did mine in training. It was like pissing down, the most waterlogged football on the planet. Concrete.
Middle of July.
Yeah.
6 degrees.
It was snowing. The thing was an icicle, and it had about
kilos.
it had 15 litres of water in it. And I've gone to bloody smack that thing to Jupiter and did that, but also compromised and I mean, it's life of the fullback. But anyway, that took me off football pretty quick, smart. And I came back for a little bit, but just, same as you thing, little niggly butts in here. And I said to Show, so going back to original things, Show, I need something to get me back on track. It needs to be a sport. I don't know what it is. I don't want to go back to football. I need to open my horizons.
Yep.
And, basketball's off the list. Tennis can get fucked. Golf, maybe, but it's not really the physical thing I was thinking of. Cricket, nah. Where am I left? And something that Show and I have in common that we like to watch and listen to, but we don't, necessarily harp on about it, is actually, I'm going to say it, Show, I'm going to put it on record. It's the NFL, the gridiron, right?
Yeah.
The American football. We love a bit of gridiron, mate. And, look, I've been I haven't been an avid fan, but I've been watching the thing for a fair whack. And there's a local team near me, and I've been hovering over them for a few years now, but I've always been committed to football, and then once I was out of football, I've just been flat out working, so it just hasn't happened. And I met up with a good mate of mine, Michael Hastings, Hasty. We were just electrifying as a team Hasty, good on you, mate. We were electrifying as a duo in the football scene. We played many years of football together, and I met up with him again. We went to the pub, had a couple of beers, and it came up, and he had gone down to this particular team and had a run around. And so after a little bit of a chat, he's planted the seed in me, and I've gone, you know what? I wanted to do it a while ago. I think I want to do it again. I think I want to actually try it. So you're right. I'm thinking about the debut to grid on this at the end of this year. The season's at the end of this year.
Wow.
So
I'm proud of you, mate.
Jeez, look, I still, I'm 90% there. I still haven't fully committed to, waking up bang early and doing runs or anything like that, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
I get a little bit more motivated in winter for running around because I want to stay warm, whereas summer I just go, yeah, it's a bit hot.
They say, mate, summer bodies are built in winter, so you'll be looking cherry ripe come December this year.
Well, I got double
and
motive,
the wedding as well.
That's the thing. That's the double motive. I want to look flash as for the wedding. Look my absolute very best, and then just essentially punish the body and let it go forever, and just layer on the layers after that. So that's the plan. But we'll see how we go. I'm excited. It's great to have you on board and pep me through, mate.
Thank you. Well, being the performance coach really is a dream of mine. And first of all, I'll fix my own performance, and then I'll fix yours.
Stuck under the injury cloud.
Injury cloud. I'm so tough, I'd even make an injury proud. That was one of the jokes the other day. Anyway, Keno, you got it. Anyway, so bloody, you've got a topic here you want to ask. Bit of a open air question, but I think I have the answer to this.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, it's not scientific or anything like that, but I noticed it. You and I, it was actually a little. I don't know what came to me so late, but we went out to the beach one evening, which it was a lovely evening, mind you. We went on an absolute pearl of a day. We went out to the beach. We had a dip. We did some serious marathon swimming out to the boys and back. And yeah, it was an absolute gorgeous day. And we're on the way back in, and it's just something that sat in the back of my head. And it was the sheds and the houses around beaches. This goes for pretty well anywhere. Why the fuck do they all have the most fucking disgusting paint colour or fucking just house colour around the beach? What the fuck is with that? Like, the cubby huts, okay, I get it. You can sort of tell whose cubby hut's who or whatever. But the houses, like, what the fuck? Why are they so trash in colour? It's fucking disgusting.
Now, Keno, I believe there's a science to this one.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm pretty sure that near the beach, the air has a lot of salt in it. And the wind and the salt actually erodes the colour of the paint.
Yep. Okay.
And I believe this can happen with, like, the wood of your house. That's why you see heap of old ones crumbling near the beach. The lift of the salty air actually fucks with all the moisture and stuff of the materials.
Jeez.
I think that's right.
Jeez. So the colour. The colour is a pigment, you reckon, or some sort. Like, you can't get your traditional whites to have this, like, anti-salt abrasion in or something. You have to go for a fucking salmon pink on the fucking road to the beach.
That could be our next market we break into, the beach resistant paint. I don't know if it's beach resistant.
I know that's a thing with cars and shit, because obviously, the salt breeze and all that works its way in over time. But yeah, you could be on it. I mean, you're absolutely dead right. There's got to be something like that.
Let me take you here, mate. Let me help you here. Okay. Salt water can have an effect in the exterior of your home.
Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily need to touch your home to cause an issue. It is found within the air by the ocean. Obviously, we know that already.
We know that. Shoei's already told us,
If your exterior paint isn't protected, salt water by cores chipping, peeling, and fading. I think that's meant to be saltwater made cores.
Yes, yep, that makes sense. Yep, that's what you said.
After a house is painted, it's recommended to have a sealant applied. Saltwater damage is a year-round issue. Okay.
Right, so these sealants come in fucking salmon pink, vomit green.
Yeah.
Baby shit
then
blue.
There's build-up of sand.
Okay,
Sand. This is something homes closest to the ocean may experience. A build-up of sand can leave the exterior feeling very rough and scratchy, like a sandpaper on the exterior paint.
That's fucked.
So basically, the saltwater damage. So yeah,
are you going to be one of those?
You have the rest of the night off.
Yeah, that was well done by you, Sho. Jeez, fucking
Thanks,
shots.
Thank you.
So are you one of those guys that like when you're fucking 60 odd, like your aim of the game is to have a fucking mint house on the beach, or are you going to be on a mountain, or are you going to be in the fucking Bahamas, or where the fuck are you going to be in your ideal location?
My ideal location is probably
Straight in the guts
living in one of the light globes on the MCG light towers. A little fucking
in the change rooms.
yeah, I'll be by the bay, mate. Yeah, it's just the plan. I don't plan to venture too far out from here. I just need a couple more million, and I'm set.
Yeah, a couple of more episodes of Pub Feed, mate. We'll have that sorted for you, no stress.
Yeah, the world is still young in my eyes. There is plenty of time to make such money, as long as I don't get married and divorced and lose it all.
Well, you know what they say, mate. They print money, so money doesn't stop.
Got a fact for you, Kano, that I saw the other day.
Yes, I love facts.
Yes, we love facts here at the Pub Feed.
At the Pub Feed.
Something very scary about. So you've probably seen at the moment how there's a lot of speculation that the US dollar is going to crash, right?
Yeah, which it already
Stock
had a
market's
bit
been
of a
fucked.
It already had a bit of a fucking didn't it?
Yeah, petrol's fucked.
Petrol
doesn't help with a war going on.
How have we not fucking talking about petrol prices? Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I saw an interesting stat that is of concern, whether you're in really anywhere, especially
on the planet.
The currency of the US dollar. I saw a stat that in the last 22 months, 80% of the United States money ever has been printed. Ever.
Fuck.
80%. So they've obviously given everyone, COVID payments and bailing everyone out. So if you think about this, if you think about this logically from the previous 600 fucking years or whatever the US dollar's going.
Yeah.
So that was 20% of it. And now they've pumped out 80%. 80% of its 100% is 22 or 4 months. So eventually, like if we're going to the US, there's going to be so much US money where it's actually not as valuable because it's not as hard to get. It's too much. So there's got to be a crash of some sort, or that's why the inflation is, because there's so much money it's actually devalued.
Yeah, because it's just too easy to get a hand of. Which, I mean, money's a thing of the past anyway, isn't it, mate? If you're not cryptocurrency, then you're too far behind. You're left for dead.
The scary thing is, though, if you've got a fuckload of crypto and want to bail,
and you're in the US,
it goes to US dollars.
Fuck.
So if that crashes, it's not as valuable to cash out because that's crashed. So why do you want that? It's wild. So
wow,
I think it's going to unfold very interestingly. But I thought when I saw that stat, it was out of control.
That is fucked. So you just got eyes and ears everywhere, don't you? Just the shit you find is unbelievable. But you're dead set right. I spoke to you about this the other day. We want to try and do like a round table sort of bonus ep to the Pub Feed podcast. Obviously, we like to sit down and chat, and we're thinking about this round table sort of gag because we've got things like that. Like Shoei is he's a man of many wonders, and he knows that kind of jazz, and it would be silly not to exploit them. And just you witness all the talents in pure action. And we just want to talk about certain topics that we can dribble on about a little while. And one of them being the global currency, if you will. Yeah. So we'll get on to that. That's the Pub Feed round table. So you can leave a geez, I never thought I'd say this, but leave a comment or something about if you want to hear something about that, or if there's a certain topic you want us to jump on for the round 2 table, because that'd be great. Now,
some ripper conspiracies as well.
Oh, geez, it can. I'll give you one.
Send them in.
Oh, geez, I could just go
No.
absolutely wild here, but I'll give you a teaser. Okay, yeah. Can I do a teaser? Would that be all right?
Sure, mate. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Make
Teaser. One of the. I'm not a conspiracy guy. Okay, like I don't really have the time of day to think about them, but there is one. The 1.5, I guess you could say, or 2. There are certain people that are meant to be dead. I believe are still alive. That's a conspiracy,
Yes.
so we will dive into that.
We're going to have to do one by one.
Yes. Oh, mate, this is going to be mega when we jump on that. But anyway, that's the conspiracy theories, pub feed, round table. Give us some name ideas, I guess, because... Yeah. So, okay, one thing I wanted to... how are we going for time, shall we? What do we want to squeeze in here?
I reckon we just squeeze the next one in. However, can I interrupt you for a second?
Yes, please.
You know what we didn't bring up in the weekly recap? It was just fucking turned the world upside down.
Yeah, go for it.
Will Smith whacked fucking Chris Rock.
Fuck, yeah, that's right. Was that what your hand sign was that derailed me? Was that?
Yeah,
Was that
because
meant
I
to be a
thought you were
slut?
going to move on.
Oh, and you're like, stop.
Because I saw some stupid conspiracy on TikTok today about he was wearing a pad on his face and it was a setup and all this shit. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? We forgot Will Smith going off. He was laughing at his missus on the camera.
Yeah.
And then all of a
He got
sudden he
fucking
walked
whacked
up
for
there.
it. And everyone was laughing in the crowd going, oh, yeah, geez, that's funny. That's like a good little spin-off that
Yeah,
they
what a start to
planned.
the show.
And then everyone's
he went
gone,
on and won the fucking thing. I had to make a speech.
Tell me you have the key to the city without telling me you have the key to the city.
Oh, I know. Jay, so Wilbur wish he goes back to the Men in Black days and just does the old like everyone
I've seen
forgot.
that meme, yeah.
Nothing happened.
You won't remember this. I did see that meme. I mean, we don't have to jump on it too much, but I am 100% Will. Like, if anyone, say that, like, about Addison, for an example, or even you, right? If someone came up to me and started bloody lollygagging about you having a cancer or this or that or whatever, mate, without zero hesitation, I'm fucking putting them on their ass.
Yeah,
I'm Team Will.
I've seen divided opinions because people are taking, I wouldn't say high horse, but some people are like, he didn't have to react like that. And then some people are going, Chris Rock took it like a champ. I'm like, he did call out a chick that had alopecia.
Yeah, and called him a fucking bald bloke.
It's
It's
fucking wild.
I said this I had the same conversation with Elways, and she said the same thing. She's like, yeah, but he didn't have to fucking knock him. I was like, okay, he could have just yelled out, or he could have walked up to him and said, don't ever fucking say that shit again. Like, and he could have walked up on stage still and gone up to his ear. He didn't have to clip him. And yeah, credit to Chris Rock for fucking copping it like a champ. But
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't going to square up on fucking like that. Wouldn't have done any good. But
He popped his right whack, to be fair.
and yeah, I don't know. Comedy is a savage thing anyway, because comedy is people taking the piss out of people, essentially. Like, that's how comedy works in most cases.
Yeah.
So it is part of the gig, but from what I heard too, there was more than just that over the night. Like, that was like the second or third reference to it type thing. Like, the Smith family was a bit of a fucking topic of joke throughout the night. So, and look, it's one of those things, like, who knows behind the scenes how many times she's been upset or whatever. And I'll do the same thing, to be honest. If it was my daughter, if it was Elways, if someone I knew that I cared lots about, and someone was on national telly literally telling the globe, fucking having a gag about it, and everyone over the whole, like, what if it just blew up and everyone was like, geez, that is funny, oh, and all of a sudden, like, I mean, to be honest with you, do you think his fucking opinion's been heard now? Like, do you think someone's going to go up on national telly and say, oi, your missus is bold? Like, do you think that's going to happen again now? Like, you know what I mean?
It's an interesting one, because I haven't seen one person yet go, since when is, like, the most prestigious movie awards ran on the on the basis of bullying other people as, like,
yeah, no shit.
part of the show?
Yeah.
Like, I would be taking that out first. The fact he reacted, not a good reaction. Could have been avoided, but you had to bully him for him to react like that. So,
Yeah.
like,
Thing is, man, like, especially someone like Will, like, he's done a million amazing things, right? This is the thing. This is why I'm still Team Will. You can't fucking... All these people are going like, Will should be stripped of all these awards and all his movie royalties should be stripped from him. And they're going to fucking above and beyond. You're just like, fucking hold up. Like, that's just ridiculous.
yeah. They're like, hand it back.
Yeah, like, he's done
Like,
so
I won,
much
bro.
good shit, man. Like, go have a look at what Will's done with his money, with fucking helping other. Like, go have a look at what he's done, right? He knocked someone because they were fucking doing a bit too personal. Like, you know what I mean? You can't, like, people turning his world upside down, telling him he should be stripped, blah, blah. And have a look at what he's done. Good to bad. Yes, he shouldn't have fucking slapped him, shouldn't have whacked him one, but Chris handled like a champ, and Chris didn't press any charges, which means he subconsciously, you know, understood the boundary. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bit more to it than just someone fucking walked up and slapped him. He's an icon. He's done a million good things. How many movies have you seen that Will's in it that's fucking that you've loved? And everyone's obsessed with the pursuit of happiness. Like, that's Will Smith, man. Like, that was his own son in the movie, man. He's a fucking weapon. He's done a million good things. And, like, I think everyone, if you really think about it, everyone could relate to some description. If, like, I dare say that wasn't the first time something like that's popped up. Because... someone of his caliber, like that's a build up of things. That's just putting a stop to something. That's That's my 2 cents.
That was.
Jeez, I just
Give this man the Logie. Give this man the Logie. Unbelievable, mate. I couldn't agree more. That was some of this. That was a sample of what the round table's going to get out of you.
Yeah. What do we? What is that? What do you reckon we should call it that? Like, because we'll reference that now. Round table.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be the pub feed round table.
Yes.
And, mate, I don't think I can go to another topic after that. Brilliant display. I can't bring it back without extending this another 20 minutes because that is fantastic.
We've done absolutely impeccable tonight, and I've had a whirl of fun. We do, I've got to tell you right now, we do have some massive topics sit on this run sheet for the rest of the pod.
Yeah, so about 20 was still got.
Yeah, and if they're not getting touched on now, that just means that they're going to be fucking straight at the top of the list next week. So, yeah, Brad, we got as an overview of this thing, we've got a few things coming up, which I'm excited about. One being the round table, if we can squeeze out the time for it, because that's one of our biggest battles at the moment. The meat tray, bloody just an abundance of things. We got sport, we got bloody you're an uncle now. Like, it's just things are happening this year. It's looking great. And this is the year of the pub feed. So it's just been great. I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be back talking to you. It's just, it makes me warm and fuzzy.
Thank you, mate. It's great to hear you on a roll with your words in the last 15 minutes. You are in some incredible form. I'm feeling loved, and I'm loving what you're bringing to the table, and I'm looking forward to having next week. That's for sure. Yeah,
that's for sure, mate. I'm sorry for for talking, so I feel like I'm fucking going to stop. Anyway, before we leave, linktree.com/the pub feed. You'll see it all there.
Get us down there. Get us in there.
Get us in there. Get on it, you
Next
dogs.
week, Brain Teaser's back as well.
Yes.
I also have some things I want to bounce off you that I've been keeping a secret. So find out next week of what you get there. New segment pitch coming up, Keto. So I'm looking forward to that, mate. Great episode. Great to have a chat to you. Linktree.com/pub feed, like he said. And we will see you for episode 23.
Beautiful. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning into the Pub Feed podcast. If you liked, please go ahead and follow our linktree.com/the pub feed. Get all our socials right there. Thanks again for listening. Hope you enjoyed.